Workers in another core Canadian industry were looking to Premier Doug Ford today for some reassurance. Mark McAllister explains why the Premier is saying they may ultimately save their jobs themselves.
Well, the reason for Premier Ford making his way to Windsor was a housing funding announcement. You best believe the instability of the auto sector was top of mind for many. And what more the province can do to help out workers beyond the promises already made.
That's how we're going to beat President Trump, making sure we're more competitive than they are.
Beyond counter tariffs and skills development for workers who have been laid off, Ford's latest plan for Windsor and the province is to keep the auto manufacturers from going anywhere.
In the past 4.5 years, Ontario has attracted $46 billion of investment, be it in vehicle manufacturing and the EV battery supply chain, and that represents over 50,000 direct jobs here in Windsor and across Ontario.
Workers in Windsor and beyond don't know if they'll have a paycheck tomorrow, but do appreciate Ford's continued support while having faith the province will come through when needed.
It's important that he continues to say they're going to do whatever they can to support this industry, because he knows how valuable it is to our communities throughout Ontario and across the country.
At this point, auto parts manufactured in Ontario are included in the Canada-US-Mexico agreement and aren't subject to US tariffs. But the industry has been on edge. Finding the means and incentives for big car companies to stick around will be key, but the exact formula still hasn't been found.
The skills redevelopment is very good and important for jobs that disappear and have to shift. But for the jobs that are there, try to find the math that works for General Motors, Ford, Stellantis, those Dodge Chrysler products, Toyota and Honda, to build more for this market.
What better way to convince those in Windsor wondering and waiting than to tell them they're the ones who will save themselves?
The pipeline is absolutely jammed with companies that want to come here. And I'll tell you, when you create that environment and conditions for companies to come here, they'll come here. But our number one selling feature are the people.
Ford will be heading to Ottawa next week for the meeting of the Association of Municipalities of Ontario, but did say today he'll be meeting with Prime Minister Carney one-on-one, and some of the ideas he'll be bringing to the table to attract more investment, lower taxes, cut the GST, and send a message to the Bank of Canada to lower interest rates. Mark McAllister, City News, Queen's Park.